Test Tom, Mike.
Test Dave, Mike. Good evening, soccer fans. Dave Gustafson here, welcoming you to your streaming home for Wethersfield High School soccer. Tonight, it's girls varsity action as Wethersfield plays host to the Warriors from Windsor. This, for Wethersfield, is the fourth game in an 8-day stretch that began last Tuesday with a road game at Simsbury. This has been a bit of a turning point in a positive way in the season, and take a look at some of the things that the Eagles have been doing well this past week. Let's go to producer, director, analyst Tom McCarter.
Thanks, Dave. Let's rewind the clock back 7 days. Tuesday night in Simsbury, defending Class L champions. We've got a scoreless game. Look at Burnell working the width of the field. The Eagles have really figured this out recently. Hobbs with a great finish, but let's take another look at how this play was developed. The ball starts in Wethersfield's defensive end, and check out the hustle by Kayla Bonfiglio as she goes all the way up the field. Burnell recognizes that she needs the help, slows the play down, but look how the Simsbury defenders all come close to the ball, leave the middle of the field open. Burnell slides it across, and Hobbs gets her first varsity goal. Wethersfield goes up 1-0, but they would allow a late goal and tie 1-1. And then on Friday night, the Eagles playing the Eagles against Tolland. Burnell, this time on the left side, works the ball to the wide open middle of the field, where Caitlin Malarkey finishes it. The Eagles would win 2-0, but let's look at how this one developed. Again, the ball starts in Wethersfield's half of the field, and we're going to circle Malarkey's effort. Burnell uses the side, draws the two center defenders from Tolland out of position. Malarkey never stops running. The ball is played all the way through. Great finish, great goal. Good things happen when you use the width of the field, and Wethersfield's really starting to figure that out against some good teams too.
And with that stretch, the Eagles have halted and snapped a 3-game losing streak over the past week. They've got the tie against Class L defending champion Simsbury that Tom talked about. They've got wins against Tolland here at home. Yesterday, a 2-1 come-from-behind win at Canton. And tonight, it's Windsor here at Catone Field. And to get things underway, let's turn it over to voice of the Eagles, Luke Kraut, for pregame announcements.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wethersfield High School's Catone Field for tonight's contest between the visiting Windsor Warriors and your Wethersfield Eagles. This game is being conducted under the direction of Assistant Principal and Athletic Director, Mr. Mike Baltesi, and Principal Mrs. Siobhan O'Connor. Sports medicine services are provided by Hartford Healthcare. It is the hope of the high school administration, game officials, coaches, and players that the spectators will enjoy the contest in the spirit of good sportsmanship. Please note that the use of profanity and inappropriate behavior will not be tolerated at any student-centered events. We, the students, athletes, and staff of Wethersfield High School, are proud of our school and want to extend a warm welcome to our guests from Windsor. And now, the starting lineups. First, the visiting Warriors from Windsor. Number 1, Olivia Rosario. Number 7, Jules Serrano. Number 6, Taylor Krapalis. Number 4, Janiyah James. Number 5, Anaya Davis. Number 8, Sophia Rosario. Number 9, Aja August. Number 10, Aubrey Norris. Number 11, Caitlin Gooding. Number 16, Esme Noble. And number 21, Zoe Mercado. And now, the starting lineup for your Wethersfield Eagles. Number 4, Addison Yancey. Number 7, Kendall Aberley. Number 10, Milena Glugliati. Number 11, Emma Cruz. Number 15, Emma Chodorowski. Number 19, Catherine St. Andrew. Number 20, Avery Swed. Number 22, Grace Grismilo. Number 24, Gwen Grismilo. Number 25, Claire O'Hay. And your goalie, Gianna Gianfrido. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see soccer night at Catone. Wethersfield's varsity girls back in action tonight against Windsor. And on the second day of a back-to-back, a bit of a shuffle in the lineup, Tom. Let's take a look at how the Eagles will start this one out.
Yeah, new formation and a lot of new faces that we're not as familiar with. The Eagles go to a 4-3-3 formation. First time we've seen Coach Leone break from the 4-4-2. Look for Addison Yancey. We've seen her a good amount this year. She's going to be active up top. And the minutes we've seen Milena Gugliotti as well. She's created some havoc. She never stops working. We've got O'Hay, Gwen Grismilo, and Emma Cruz across the midfield. And on the back, we've got Emma Chodorowski, Grace Grismilo, number 19, Catherine St. Andrew, and Avery Swed on the right side.
So the Eagles kick off in that 4-3-3. Windsor comes into this one Bit of a rough start to their season. Let's see how the two teams stack up, Tom.
Yeah, Windsor, rough start so far, 1-6-2. The Eagles with a really good last week plus have a winning record, 4-3-1. Both teams have scored 11 goals, not exactly lighting up the scoreboard, but the biggest difference here is the 37 goals allowed by Windsor. Look for Wethersfield to be on the attack all day tonight.
All right, and we saw that score from last year's matchup in this series. That was the last meeting back in late September 2023. Happy October, everybody. First day of October. We've got another gorgeous night for soccer here at Catone. 40 minutes on the clock. Eagles and Warriors in their huddles on the pitch. Eagles in their traditional home blues, going to go right to left in the first half. Windsor in the white jersey, burgundy shorts, going left to right.
And, you know, we talked about some new faces in the lineup. This is a really good opportunity for the 11 players on the field to show the coaches what they can do. We saw Olivia Hobbs getting her ankle taped on the sideline, and it looks like there's another player getting some treatment from an athletic trainer. So, you know, it's a long season. Like you said, the Eagles have played four games in 8 days. And, you know, injuries happen. People get worn down. So with the game last night, I think Coach Leone is looking to milk as many minutes out of these players as he can.
And it has been a great 8-day stretch. The first 3 games in that span, the Eagles have been unbeaten. Started, as we talked about at the top, with that tie, that 1-1 draw at Simsbury. A great effort to get the Eagles out of a bit of a funk. They came into that one with a 3-game losing streak that seemed to propel the team a bit. They've gone on to win their last 2, looking to pick up a 3rd straight win here tonight.
Yeah, these refs are on it so far. You see them pumping up the balls, measuring the PSI. So expect a tight game to be called here.
This one, we got a ball that's gone astray here on the field. We'll see if that one is officially up to par or
that
up to
one
snuff.
came from them. They rolled
Okay,
it
it did come from them.
That's
Excellent.
probably going to be the starting game ball.
We've got a great atmosphere here tonight. Looks like the concession stand is opening up. If you're headed down to Catone Field, fine snacks and drinks available at the concession stand. We've got cheerleaders here in the bleachers. We've got Windsor and Wethersfield ready to break their huddles and get started. Let's take a moment to recognize some of our season sponsors here for the WHS Soccer Boosters. Cove Deli, Carmela's Pasta Shop, Minuteman Press of Hartford, Rare Reminder, Wethersfield chapter of Unico, Soccer Revolution LLC, CFC North, the Hartford Yard Goats, and Vale Soccer. Thank you all for your season-long support of WHS Soccer. We thank you for joining us tonight, wherever you're joining us from, even if you're in the Cape, perhaps, or across the ocean, far and near. We welcome you to our broadcast here tonight. 40 minutes of soccer await us here in the first half. It'll be interesting to see how this lineup that we have in tonight gels. Some new combinations. Players maybe not quite familiar with the people to the right and left, so that'll be interesting as that develops for Wethersfield. Gianfrido is the constant in net. Grace Grismilo has been one of the anchors in center D, and they're both in the lineup tonight. Both Grismilo's sisters in the starting lineup tonight. They've been on the field together a fair amount, at least in what we've seen here at Catone.
We better have some out-of-town Grismilos listening with both sisters in the starting lineup.
And we'll do our best as we go along to familiarize ourselves with the Windsor squad. Number 10, Aubrey Lynn Norris, is in the center circle ready to get this one started. So Windsor will take possession first. Again, they are in the white, burgundy shorts, burgundy trim. And we are underway here at Catone. October 1st, beautiful Tuesday night. And there's Wethersfield trying to move the ball forward. Good pressure up top. Yancey and Aberley. Ball goes into the backfield for Wethersfield. That's Schwed with it. Sends it over near the Eagles bench. Emma Cruz going to chase it down. 2 Emma C's in the starting lineup tonight. Ball goes down the right as Yancey got a few steps ahead on that one. Offside call from the far official near the Windsor bench.
Yeah, good ball by Cruz there. That's something she's done very well this season. Move the ball quickly, play some lead passes ahead of the forwards, and it looked like 2 Wethersfield players may have been offside on that one.
Windsor is coached by Stephanie Marcelino, assistant coach Anthony Palmer. Last season, the Warriors were 2-12-1 also in the CCC North, which Wethersfield has won for 3 consecutive seasons. Windsor now in the offensive half, moving the ball forward. Good pressure there from Claire O'Hay. Going to send back to Avery Schwed. Near the Eagles bench, Emma Cruz pops it in toward the middle of the field. Gets past Yancey. That's number 16, Esme Noble for Windsor. Here comes Wethersfield, though, down the right side. We got an opportunity brewing early. Gugliotti sends one toward the goal. That is scooped up there by Olivia Rosario, keeper tonight. She's a senior for Windsor. She is a returning all-conference performer for the Warriors. Nice header in the center circle by Claire O'Hay. Emma Cruz looks to chase this one down for Wethersfield. O'Hay battles. Cruz going to get to it now in the backfield. Taps it back to Schwed in front of the Eagles bench. O'Hay now back to Schwed. Wethersfield trying to find the formation. Gwen Grismilo battles. Kendall Aberley now back to Gwen Grismilo. Taken away by Windsor. Into the offensive half they go, but Schwed is there to take that one. Ball played down the middle, trying to find Yancey. Might have been a step ahead there, but doesn't matter as the ball goes back. Claire O'Hay again to Schwed. Going to try to switch now. That is St. Andrew, Catherine St. Andrew. This is Grace Grismilo now. She's going to send a long one down. Looking for Aberley. She's onside, but ooh, maybe she was not. Thought she was onside. I don't know if they caught Yancey out in front.
Yeah, you would have liked the ref to let that one go a little bit longer. If Aberley was on and Yancey was off, one of them could have laid off, and, you know, I thought that was a little bit of a quick whistle there.
We've talked about some of the results over this past week. Really a tough stretch when you look at it in terms of 4 games in 8 days. Not a lot of rest time, not a lot of recovery time. Nice ball played ahead there by O'Hay. Here comes Yancey down the middle, but Rosario out to boot it ahead. She was well outside the penalty area, so had to kick it, but got to it first. Claire O'Hay battles, nice pullback to keep possession in the center circle.
Yeah, you'd expect some of these over-the-top balls to work. You've seen Wethersfield do it a couple of times, but you need to play it a little bit more towards the corners, away from the goalie. You saw the goalie there come out a good 30 yards to defend that one.
All right, back to action we go. Schwed up from the back, sends it ahead. Ball popped in toward the 18. Yancey's there, gets off of her, goes into the back of the net. Do we have a goal? And we do. That's our first one of the game. Addison Yancey puts the Eagles on top, 1-0. We'll see if we can get a second look at this one, Sam, see how the play developed.
Yeah, it looks like that was Gugliotti from the right side, I believe.
Yancey with the goal, 36-37 on the clock, so not even 3.5 minutes in, and Wethersfield with a 1-0 lead.
I think it might have been Emma Cruz on the cross, to be honest.
Yancey with the goal. The clock's going to keep running now as we're back in action. And for Addison Yancey, that's going to be her 3rd goal of the season. And
Eagles goal scored by number 4, Addison Yancey.
And there was an opportunity brewing there. Nice play from number 4 for Windsor. Sent that ball ahead, but scooped up by Gugliotti. As we're just about 4 minutes into this one, already getting some action moving toward both nets. Wethersfield on top, 1-0. Yancey, we talked about, her 3rd goal now of the season, moves her into the team lead in terms of goals scored.
She's really active up there. She times her runs really well. I know she was called off 1 or 2 times there, but she's always looking to get behind the D and does such a good job of that. And really on that one, the ball was kind of bouncing and she just redirected it into the net. Doesn't have to be pretty.
As long as it finds the back of the net, that's as pretty as it needs to be.
That's right.
1-0 Eagles on top, 35-27 to go here in the first half. Windsor in the white jerseys, Wethersfield in the home blues. Windsor trying to strike back, though. Good possession here. They've kept it down on this end of the field for a good stretch. And we're going to ask our resident PA expert here if he can give me an ID on number 4 for Windsor. I don't have number 4 on my roster. Janiyah James. So number 4 for Windsor is Janiyah James. She had a nice shot opportunity just a couple of moments ago, saved by Gianfrido.
And expect there to be more offside calls as the game goes on. Yancey onside there because it's a throw-in.
And there's Gwen Grismilo with a chance moving toward. Gets it back to Yancey, and that is going to draw the arm as Yancey kept going and just got ahead of that last defender.
Yeah, you can see when Windsor is defending, they are playing an offside trap, which if you're right and the refs get it right all of the time, it works. But all it takes is a couple of breakdowns, and you know, expect Wethersfield to get, you know, 3, 4, 5 breakaways, you know, the remainder of this half if they keep that offside trap in.
And there's a battle down the side. Janiah James again up front for Windsor. That ball looks like it deflected off of Grace Grismilo, so it'll be a throw for Windsor. Wethersfield on top 1-0, 6 minutes in, 34 minutes to go here in the first half. Eagles in blue trying to take the ball away from Windsor. Here comes now out of the pack is Claire O'Hay. Sends it up to Aberley. Looking for Yancey at the midline, but it's cleared out of there by Windsor. Kendall Aberley with the throw now, looking for Yancey down the side. She's defended there by number 16, Esme Noble. Ball goes toward the goal, scooped up by Rosario as Gugliotti gave chase. Good hustle there from Gugliotti.
Yeah, Gugliotti, the minutes that we've seen her, she's always moving, never quits on a play, and all it takes is the goalie to give up a little bit of a rebound. What a shot
There's
by
one
Cruz.
going toward the goal. That's the second one of the game. Emma Cruz gets it over the keeper. Wethersfield on top, 2-0.
That was an absolutely incredible shot. Cruz puts it under the bar. It reminds me of Sapala's goal just a week ago. 2 great goals, but what a shot by Cruz.
And that for Cruz, her first goal of the season. Wethersfield on top already, 2-0. We're going to get the announcement here.
Eagles goal scored by number 11, Emma Cruz.
And we will get you guys the assists at halftime when we look back at these plays.
All right, we're back in action here. Windsor, again, trying to move forward. Here's Chodorowski, going to send it all the way back to Gianfrido. Takes a couple of hops, but she settles on the foot. Far side now to Avery Schwed. Wethersfield trying to play out of the back. Cross we go to Emma Cruz. Ball gets away from the Eagles.
Let's take another look at that
Here we go.
fantastic
We're gonna take
shot. Right under the bar.
That is, wow.
And here
Yeah,
they are.
that is definitely a goal for Emma Cruz. So good call by our eagle-eyed analyst, Tom McCarter. Luke Kraut got it here for the crowd. And that, as we said, Cruz's first goal of the season puts the Eagles on top of this one, 2-0. Wethersfield scored 2 yesterday in the come from behind. Both those goals came in the second half as they came back from a 1-0.
yeah.
Nice ball by Yancey. Gugliotti just a step ahead. We had a good view of that one from our vantage point.
Gugliotti was timing her run to Cruz's pass, but Cruz went to Yancey then. So just got her off rhythm there.
We want to make sure we give thanks to our camera crew tonight. Allison Montez, Lena Rodriguez are on camera duties for us, bringing all the action to you, helping make the replays even better when we get to those. Collision there as Grace Grismilo looks like collided with number 10, Aubrey Lynn Norris. Norris is down still. She's going to pop back up as the ball goes all the way to the other end to Rosario in net for Windsor. Looks like Norris is back up, holding the hip a little bit. That was an awkward collision. Nothing unsavory, just good hard soccer, but unfortunately she took the worst of it. Cruz is going to tap back. Schwed back to Cruz. Nice give-and-go soccer. Up ahead, and I think Wethersfield had 3 players offside on that play.
Yeah, it's sometimes all or nothing. It's you know, you're going to have 1, 2, or 3 players offside, but you are going to get some breaks. It will break down, or sometimes the referees miss a call.
And we're going to just put the second goal on the scoreboard here at the stadium as Wethersfield on top, 2-0. Get to that one before someone in the crowd starts to yell up here at the press box. Wethersfield playing toward the middle. Nice touch from O'Hay. Left-footed ball by Gugliotti. He's going to go right at the keeper, Rosario, so she will patiently scoop that one up. Gives it a couple of bounces. And here's the boot. Line drive toward the center circle. Bouncing, headed by by Claire O'Hay, sorry. Chodorowski now battling for Wethersfield. As Janiah James trying to move the ball forward for Windsor. She's going to get whistled for the infraction. A little bit too much contact from behind there. And Chodorowski able to hold her ground. Wins the free kick in the backfield for Wethersfield. Grace Grismilo is going to take it. The Eagles look to find the formation. A lot of action here on the 35-yard line on the offensive half. Now everybody moves up. And here's the long ball. Yancey times the run. Looks like she is on. She's got a one-on-one with the keeper now. Here's Yancey looking for her second one of the game. And it's in the back of the net. Addison Yancey with her second goal of the night puts Wethersfield on top 3-0.
And you're not going to see it in this replay, but Yancey lined up and then moved the line more towards Grismilo to pull the Windsor defenders forward, giving herself room to play the ball over the top. We'll show you that at halftime. But Grace Grismilo, great ball over the top on the free kick. Yancey gets it, puts it in the net, 3-0 Eagles.
So Yancey from Grace Grismilo at 29:43 puts the Eagles up 3-0. Great start for Wethersfield, coming off a game yesterday, second game of back-to-back, and we're going to the announcement.
Eagles goal scored by number 22, Grace Grismilo.
She was the assist.
Correction, goal scored by number 4, Addison Yancey, and assisted by number 22, Grace Grismilo.
All right. We are back in action. Emma Cruz plays the ball back. Avery Schwed going to go back to Catherine St. Andrew in the backfield. Gugliotti now with a touch in front of the Eagles bench. Nice pullback there. Claire O'Hay with some nice footwork. She's going to get the ball back in the center circle. Janiah James with pressure for Windsor. O'Hay plays back. Grace Grismilo now. Takes some space. Center circle. O'Hay, quick touch, looking for Gwen Grismilo. Ball tapped ahead. Cruz is going to settle near the center circle in the backfield. Good pressure by Windsor here. Janiah James going to come out with the ball. Has to play back. Right at the midline. Windsor trying to keep possession. Here is St. Andrew for Wethersfield now. Emma Cruz. Up ahead, Gugliotti now. Makes a turn, but it gets over the sideline right in front of the Wethersfield bench. So that'll go to Windsor on the throw. And Wethersfield has a couple of subs lined up to come into the game at the midline. We're going to work on identifying. These are players who are getting their first varsity action of the season. As we are under 28 minutes, 27:47 remaining here in the first half of this one. Wethersfield on top 3-0. 2 goals from Addison Yancey, 1 from Emma Cruz. And here comes Windsor trying to turn it, but that's cleared there. Nice play by St. Andrew. Windsor again with the ball. Emma Cruz comes out with it. Yancey now. 4 on 4 there. Nice move to get around Janiah James. Yancey spins, goes back to Cruz in front of the Eagles bench. The Eagles play backward.
Aberley working hard there to stay onside, waiting for that ball to come over the top, but it didn't, or hasn't yet, I should say.
So Wethersfield still in the backfield, trying to find the formation. Here's Grismilo, Grace Grismilo. Plays ahead to Claire O'Hay. Left foots the ball, goes back to Avery Schwed. Eagles playing ahead. Yancey trying to inch toward the midline. She's got to stay. She's got to hold that. The ball does not come her way. Eagles, good possession in the backfield. Grismilo, good pressure there by Windsor. And number 5 is Anaya Davis. And she will take the throw as Windsor wins it. Goes in and headed by Grace Grismilo. Here's Kendall Aberley now. Goes ahead. Good play by Yancey to keep it alive for Wethersfield. Gugliotti now near the center circle in the backfield. Able to make the turn. Sends back to Claire O'Hay. O'Hay near side now. Emma Chodorowski. Chodorowski down the near sideline. Plays a through ball trying to find Yancey. She stays on. Has to bring it back into the backfield though. Goes all the way across and Windsor might step. Nice interception there. Good play by number 3, April Benjamin. Cleared though by Wethersfield. Into the offensive half of the field we go. Gugliotti. Here comes Aberley now to support. Good play by Gugliotti to win it. She might be able to turn this. Going to tap it over. Gets past Yancey. Windsor takes over. Good ball there from number 6, Taylor Krapalis for Windsor. And here comes substitutions into the game. We've got making their first appearances on the varsity pitch. Number 4, Rosie Thigpen. And then we've also got Gabby Girardi into the game for, looks like number 3, Gabby Girardi is going to enter the game for Wethersfield. So the Eagles working through the lineup here.
Now the game for the Eagles, number 4, Rosie Thigpen, and number 3, Gabby Girardi.
Near side we come, Emma Chodorowski. This is Thigpen now with her first touch on the ball. Janiah James battling up front for Windsor. Down goes Gwen Grismilo. And we've got a whistle that's going to go against Windsor. So Wethersfield will take over. Free kick in the backfield. Emma Cruz, middle of the field, goes far side. Avery Schwed now. Takes some space, moves toward the midline. Plays a through ball. Emma Cruz is going to get to it. Got O'Hay up there. Here comes Gugliotti down the right side in front of the Windsor bench. Pulls it back on her left foot. Quick touch to Cruz. Good pressure there from Windsor. Number 3, April Benjamin on the defensive effort. Goes over the far side. Throw coming for Wethersfield. Far side. Eagles lead it 3-0. 24-20 to go. First half. Aberley with a touch. Finds Gugliotti. She plays back to Cruz. Into the backfield go the Eagles now. Schwed going to play Catherine St. Andrew. And this is Thigpen. On this side, Chodorowski plays it in the center of the field.
Coach Leone is testing your knowledge of the Wethersfield roster, Dave.
Aberley with the touch back. Chodorowski back to Aberley. Good battle there by Windsor. Good touch from number 11. That is Caitlin Gooding, a senior on this Windsor team. Ball goes over the side. Throw for Wethersfield. Into the offensive half of the field they go with Gwen Grismilo battling one-on-one. Look at the hook on the arm there. Number 11, Caitlin Gooding, great one-on-one defensive effort. That ball's going to roll back to Rosario in net for Windsor, and Wethersfield denied on that possession. 23-25 to go here in the first half. Nice header by Chodorowski near the midline. Kendall Aberley gets to it. Back to Emma Chodorowski. Number 3 there is Gabby Girardi, getting her first appearance on the Catone pitch. Cruz plays back. St. Andrew back to Cruz in front of the Wethersfield bench. Girardi there with the ball. Cruz makes the turn. Cruz with one of the 3 goals here tonight for the Eagles.
A beauty at that.
And the other 2 scored by Addison Yancey. For Cruz, it was her first of the season. For Yancey, her 3rd and 4th goals of this 2024 season. Girardi there for the Eagles, plays back. Girardi and Thigpen both battle there. Windsor comes out with it, though.
And I'm guessing they just played a game over on the JV side as well, so they're plenty warmed up.
So we start to see the setting sun, some gorgeous clouds across the way as we look out here from the press box at Catone. A great night for soccer. We have lucked out with the weather here for Catone home games for the Eagles, boys and girls this season. There's Claire O'Hay, going to left foot it all the way back to Gianfrido in net. That's been the only, well, Gianfrido did have one save early in the game, but Janiah James did get down, got a shot on goal, but Gianfrido able to save it. That's really the only opportunity that Windsor has had so far. Nice challenge there by Kendall Aberley. Good defensive presence. Here comes now Gwen Grismilo. Claire O'Hay taps it back center circle. Emma Cruz. She's going to go back into the backfield. Avery Schwed. Center circle. Gabby Girardi. Cruz chases down. Janiah James, collision there. Schwed back to St. Andrew. Girardi now to Thigpen. Looking for the opportunity. Left-footed ball. Nice through ball. Claire O'Hay is going to have a run on those. Pulls it back. Aberley is with her. She's going to play back. Here comes Gwen Grismilo. Good hustle to split the 2 defenders. Ball tapped over to the side. Kendall Aberley now on the near side. Plays in toward the middle. Getting close to the top of the arc. High ball cleared out by Windsor. Gwen Grismilo is going to be there. Claire O'Hay now with a header. Gugliotti in the mix. Header by Gugliotti. Claire O'Hay pulls it back on the left foot. Plays it now to Chodorowski near the midline. Wethersfield still in the offensive half. Ball gets away from Gwen Grismilo, but she battles for it. But taken away there by number 21, Zoe Mercado. Ball's going to go all the way back. Look inside the 18. Well, no. Gianfrida will come outside of the 18. Has to kick it. Nice play by Gwen Grismilo to try to win it for Wethersfield. There is Anaya Davis, though, number 5 for Windsor, to give the Warriors possession. They try to play a through ball. Good step from Emma Cruz. Chodorowski, quick touch, looking for Thigpen. That one almost got away from Wethersfield. Gwen Grismilo splits some defenders. Gugliotti trying to get a foot on the ball. Windsor now playing ahead. One-on-one, good defensive effort there by Thigpen to stand up that attack. Aberley with a quick touch, gets away from Wethersfield. Left-footed ball by Gwen Grismilo. Here comes Gugliotti streaking down the right side. Defended over there by number 9, Aja August. Center circle, Girardi. Over to Cruz, comes back to Schwed, taken away. Janiyah James has been active.
Nice
That's
move.
a nice move to create some space. She's moving down the field. Ball gets away, though, off the foot of number 10, Auberlyn Norris. She was shaken up earlier on a play. Looks to be doing okay now, so we're glad to see that. Chodorowski, O'Hay, Aberley, O'Hay, Aberley. Nice give and go here as we come down the near sideline. Aberley, O'Hay, back to Aberley. Kendall Aberley now one-on-one here on the outside. Cuts it back. Looking for O'Hay. Cleared by Windsor. It's going to get over the sideline, though, so this should be a throw for Wethersfield. More than halfway through this first half, Wethersfield strikes early and often. First goal by Yancey was at the 36-37 mark. And at 33-21, Cruz with a blast from way downtown. And then Yancey followed up at the 29-43 mark, and that's where we stand 3-0. We will have, if you stay with us for the always entertaining halftime show, we'll have clips and highlights of all 3 of those goals to show you. Ball played ahead. O'Hay, Aberley's going to get to it. Defended there by number 21, Zoe Mercado. Ball goes top of the arc. Gugliotti has it. Cleared. Nice play by number 16, Ismail Noble. It's always the fun part of the evening as the lights start to go on. Gets a little dim here in the press box, so we might turn on our lights here so hopefully we can see what's happening.
And then the glare kicks in.
And then the glare kicks in, so I always have something to complain about. Always an excuse handy for when I add to the blooper reel. Ball rolls through the center circle here. Girardi with a nice step, gets it to Aberley. Claire O'Hay now. Going to come back to Avery Schwed on the far side. Emma Cruz now. Back to Girardi. Catherine St. Andrew with a touch. Over to Schwed. 17:36 remaining here in the first half. Wethersfield trying to get their 3rd straight win and add that to the 1-1 draw against Simsbury a week ago tonight, and that would be a 4-game unbeaten streak. It's a turnaround from the previous 3. There was a 3-game losing streak heading into that Simsbury game a week ago, and for Coach Leone, he really thinks it is a testament to how this team has responded to the adversity of the early season. It is a good mix on this year's roster. 4 freshmen, 6 sophomores, 5 juniors, 7 seniors on this varsity roster. So a lot of players getting used to the mix, getting used to playing with each other, and they knew that the first portion of the season was also a very competitive one as that ball goes toward Gianfrida.
And early on in the season, we'd see Wethersfield play a good half and then a not-so-good half, or a not-so-good half and then a good half. It was tough for them to turn in 80 full minutes, but, you know, this last week or so, they've really played some complete games. I think Coach Leone's got all of his players healthy at the right time. He's settled in a starting lineup that he really likes, and the team's playing really well.
That ball comes down now as Claire O'Hay chases it down. One-on-one battle up there. Good defensive effort from Esme Noble, number 16. She's had a lot of action as Wethersfield has moved the ball down this near sideline. Left side on the attack. Under 16 to go, 15:54 on the clock. 3-0 Wethersfield lead. The Eagles in their familiar home blues are going right to left here in this first half. That is, as we always like to do, we'd like to test our geographical knowledge. We believe that is moving from south to north. As the ball's played out, Gianfrido sends it to Rosie Thigpen. Ball on her foot. Quick touch to Gwen Grismilo. Back to Thigpen. Here's Gabby Girardi. Nice poke there by number 6, Taylor Kropalis for Windsor, as the Warriors trying to find a way to take the ball away. Good hustle on the far side as Schwed got it away before Janiah James got there. Good pressure there by number 3, April Benjamin for Windsor. And we talked about at the top, the tail of the tape, the challenge when you looked at the numbers side by side for Windsor coming into this one looked to be defensively and how they would be able to, or if they would be able to keep Wethersfield off the scoreboard. And first half so far, Wethersfield with 3 goals in the back of the net. Here comes Kendall Aberley now, going to chase this one down. She's onside, got a potential lane moving toward the goal, but that's tapped away there by Noble. One-on-one battle, ball rolls over the inline, and we will have a goal kick coming for Windsor. Their keeper tonight, senior Olivia Rosario, all conference from last season. 2 subs into the game for Windsor. It looks like number 7 and 17, if we are seeing correctly from our vantage point. That's what it looked like to us up here as we go under 14 minutes. Looked like 7 and 17 coming into the game for Windsor. 2 CCC North teams battling it out here tonight at Catone.
Now in the game for Windsor, number 17, Els Duoleo, and number 7, Jules Sorino.
Kendall Aberley with the battle here. Claire O'Hay. Claire O'Hay has been active. The ball's been on her foot and feet quite a bit. Some good footwork as she's moved around defenders. Nice job there by Kendall Aberley. Sends it across. Ball gets past Gugliotti. Cruz is going to get to it. About the 35-yard line now, moving backwards into the backfield. We go to Schwed. She's going to play St. Andrew. Good pressure coming from Windsor, but St. Andrew gets it away in front of the Eagles bench. Avery Schwed. And Girardi now for Wethersfield. Back to Schwed. Good possession here for the Eagles. Gugliotti going to tap back. Cruz went back to Schwed. This is Girardi. St. Andrew. And nice step from Janiah James. This could lead to something for Windsor, but here's Emma Chodorowski with a defensive presence. Slows up the attack. James with the ball for Windsor. Going to play back, and it's taken away by Kendall Aberley. She's going to try to move it forward. James with the pressure. Cleared out of there by Aberley into the offensive half for Wethersfield, but nobody home on the attack, and that's going to be an easy ball for Rosario to take. She kicks it toward the far side in front of the Windsor bench. 12:18 to go, first half. Wethersfield on top, 3-0. And we'll take a minute to thank some more of the WHS Soccer Booster season sponsors. Stella's Pizza and Restaurant, Fratelli Pizzeria, both on the Silestine Highway. Fresh Point, Smoked on Main in Old Wethersfield, and Casamia at the Hawthorne in Berlin, and also Casamia on the Green in Rocky Hill. Thank you for your season-long support of Wethersfield High School soccer. Back to the action we go. Aberley, as that ball was poked away, it'll be a throw for Wethersfield. Looks like we may have potentially a halftime show here today. There are some teams on the near side. Look like some youth teams. Perhaps we'll have a bit of halftime action on the pitch here at Catone.
You going to stick around and do play-by-play for that?
Well, I don't have any rosters, but we could try to do a little play-by-play. Sure. 11:14 to go as Windsor's going to take the free kick. Just about 4 yards in their offensive half. Here is the kick. Goes toward a nice header there by Gwen Grismilo. Nice job on the header. She got that cleared out. Windsor had maybe an opportunity to get something started, but turned away by the Eagles. Good defensive effort so far for Wethersfield. They are looking, the Eagles are, for what would be their third clean sheet of the season. They were able to hold Berlin scoreless in a 1-0 win early in the season. And then they also, and here's a ball rolling toward the top of the arc. Windsor's going to chase it down. Ball on the foot of number 8, Sophia Rosario. Cleared, though, by Wethersfield. Aberley got to it. Gugliotti now back to Girardi. Good one-on-one battle here. The other clean sheet for Wethersfield was that game we called back on Friday night, the 2-0 win over Tallinn.
That was a fun one.
Wethersfield in control of this one so far in the first half. We're 30 minutes in, 9:55 to go here. First half action as the lights are on, the sun is setting. It is October 1st here, and we are into the second half of the season. Here's an opportunity now for Windsor as they had a chance, turned on the ball, but deflected by Wethersfield. Good hustle here from Thigpen. She's going to come out of the back, battling one-on-one with Anaya Davis. Ball is tapped forward by Windsor.
That's one thing about this Wethersfield team is they, whether it's the lineup we're used to, this group, a lot of tough players go through tackles hard.
It's a good opportunity with the rare back-to-back. No rest day in between these two games. Good opportunity here for Coach Leone to mix up the lineup a little bit. Give some recovery time for the players who were on the field for yesterday's 2-1 win as we go to the PA.
Now in the game for Windsor, number 3, April Benjamin.
So yesterday on the road at Canton, Wethersfield trailed 1-0 at the half. Came back with 2 goals in the second half of that one to come away with the win. Here's Kendall Aberley coming down the side. Look at the hustle from number 16. Noble, again, active, coming down this side. Nice sprint there to win the ball, send it back to Rosario. And Windsor turns away Wethersfield there. A 2-1 win yesterday at Canton, 3-0 lead here today. Wethersfield in blue in the offensive half, but here's Windsor clearing the ball forward. So Yancey with 2 goals today has had a big week in just 2 days. She had the game winner yesterday in that road win at Canton. So 3 goals in less than 2 games in 2 days for Addison Yancey up front for Wethersfield.
Yeah, you could tell she's going to have a great career for the Eagles. You're going to be hearing us call her name a lot over the next 4 years.
That's assuming we get to keep our jobs here. You know, somebody will be calling her name.
They usually don't fire unpaid volunteers. We'd have to be really bad.
Well, you know, there are nights, 7:14 and counting.
Let us know how we're doing in the chat.
First half. No, let's not do that. Leave us a rating on Yelp. Here comes Claire O'Hay now down the middle of the field. Left foots it, tries to cut across Gugliotti. Down goes the Windsor defender, and that is going to draw a whistle as Aja August went down for Windsor. So free kick coming for the Warriors in the backfield. Under 7 to go here in the first half. 6:50 and counting. And Rosario is going to come out from net to take this one. So Wethersfield will anticipate this probably is going to be sent for a ride. It is past the midline into the center circle. Nice play by Cruz to break up the initial attack. Ball goes down the side in front of the Eagles bench. It's going to get away from Windsor, and that should be a throw for Wethersfield on the far sideline. So again, we've had 3 goals for Wethersfield in this first half. We're going to get all those highlights clipped together, and I say we, and I mean Tom is going to get all those goals clipped together so we can show them to you during the halftime show. We'll go to halftime, take a quick break, and then we'll come on a few minutes before the second half, walk you through those goals, and get ready for the second 40 minutes of action here tonight. as Wethersfield is in control. 5:54 to go. First half, 3-0. Wethersfield on top of Windsor in this CCC North battle. Girardi plays center circle where Cruz is met, and nice play there for Windsor to send the ball moving in their direction. That was number 7, Jules Soriano, with good pressure. As Windsor sends the ball forward, Avery Schwed going to chase it down for Wethersfield. Gianfrido off her line, goes far out. Norris gave chase, tries to put some pressure on. Windsor now trying to keep the ball in this portion of the field. Norris is going to get to it. Can she turn? Wethersfield sends it over the side, so a deep throw. Nice play there by Windsor to put some pressure on, and we've got another sub into the game for Windsor. As we go under 5 minutes now, 4:57 and counting.
One downside to them moving the benches to the other side is it's not easy for us to read the numbers. Luke is zooming in on his iPhone 15 trying to read the number.
Here we go.
Now in for Windsor, number 8, Sophia Rosario.
All right, ball comes to Gugliotti. She taps it. Nice play here as Wethersfield tries to chase it down. And good play from Aberley. Active, going after the ball, scoops up the throw. Here comes it in toward the midline. O'Hay is giving chase for Wethersfield. Gets past one defender, around a second one, as she's got Elise DeOlio, number 17, into the game for Windsor. Far side, the Warriors in front of their bench, taken away quickly by Gugliotti, but Windsor's going to remain in control, but Cruz takes it away at the midline, goes into the backfield for Wethersfield. We'll also, for halftime, see if we can get an update the out-of-town scoreboard, as the Wethersfield boys are at Windsor tonight at this very moment. So we'll see if we can get an update from Jack O'Brien Stadium, I believe it is, at Windsor.
If you say so.
We're going to go with that. We'll look that up and correct that if we got that wrong. Bloomfield is Phil Rubin Stadium. I do remember that. So Wethersfield boys on the road tonight at Windsor, and here at Catone, it's the girls hosting Windsor. Wethersfield in control of this one, 3-0, as we've got 3:20 to go in the first half. Nice play by Thigpen to get it ahead to O'Hay. Jodorowsky sends a through ball. Aberley gives chase. Janiah James now in the backfield for Windsor. Going to send that ball back to Rosario in net. She switches fields in front of the official on that far side. Windsor trying to maintain control in the backfield. Good pressure from Gugliotti, though. Makes it very challenging. Ball on the foot now of number 6, Taylor Kropalis. Windsor still in control, but trying to get out of the backfield. It's a good defensive stand by Wethersfield, as they're going to step to the ball, are the Eagles. Cruz plays it back. Schwed in front of the Wethersfield bench has to go back to Catherine St. Andrew. St. Andrew now to Girardi. Cruz with a pullback. Lays it off for Schwed, going right in front of the Eagles bench, past her dad, assistant coach Todd Schwed. Up ahead we go. Oh, hey, lets it get through. Nice play by Janiah James for Windsor to turn that ball around. Denies the Wethersfield attack there. Cruz left foots it back. St. Andrew, center circle, trying to find Gwen Grismilo, taken away there by number 21, Zoe Mercado for Windsor. Ball tapped ahead there by Kropalis. Looking for Davis here on the near sideline, but it gets away from Windsor. He'll be a throw for Wethersfield. Short throw into Aberley. Jodorowsky to Girardi to Gwen Grismilo. Back to Jodorowsky. Quick touch and go, and that gets away from Wethersfield over the side. So throw coming in the offensive half. We got another substitution into the game for Windsor. It's number 8, Sophia Rosario, is going to go off. And looks like 16, Noble, back in the game.
Now we get for Windsor, number 16, Esme Noble.
Noble, well-deserved rest. She's been active coming down the far side. We got an opportunity here. Gugliotti is all by herself on the far side of the field, but the ball rolls away. Pulls her toward the sideline. Wethersfield turns it back. Eagles.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Eagles have done a nice job with the possession, and as you highlighted at the top, trying to widen the field and create space. Here is one-on-one, Aberley going against DeOlio. It's going to go back to Rosario. Good pressure from Aberley up front, but better play from Rosario to get it out of there. But center circle, St. Andrew steps to it. She's got it again, taps it ahead now to Gugliotti. Gugliotti to Girardi, right through the big blue W here at Catone. Here's Emma Cruz now, going to play near side to Chodorowski. 25 seconds to go here in the first half. Wethersfield in control as that ball goes down the side, and you could see Aberley hold up. Thought she might have been a step off. She was looking over at the official as she tried to hold up the run.
Good job winning the ball in that corner, though.
Here's right-footed ball toward the top of the arc. Cleared, though, by Windsor. Gets away from Davis, though, off her foot. It'll be a deep throw here for Wethersfield. Chodorowski taps it in as the horn sounds. That brings us to the end of the first half here under the lights at Catone. Wethersfield with their 4th game in 8 days on top 3-0. We'll be back in a few moments with first half highlights.
Let's hear it for the WHS JV cheerleaders.
And welcome back to Catone Field. The teams are taking the pitch for the second half. A jam-packed first half for Wethersfield. 3 goals on the board, and we're going to go to our producer, director, analyst, Tom McCarter, to walk us through the highlights from that first half.
Yeah, I wasn't on top of this one the first time through, but that's Swed to Emma Cruz, and Cruz sends a beautiful ball in the box, and Yanissi just redirects it into the net. Yanissi's 3rd goal of the season, Cruz's 1st assist of the season, and that gave Wethersfield a 1-0 lead. And then a few minutes later, the goalie for Windsor throws it away. Cruz fights to win it, and check out this shot. Reminds us of the Sapala goal on Friday. A rocket just under the bar. Picks her head up and sees that the goalie is off her line. Puts it in beautifully. Cruz's 1st goal of the season. Wethersfield is up 2-0. And one thing you're missing here on this free kick, Grace Grismilo puts it over the top. Yanissi is going to get her 4th of the season, 2nd of the game. Grismilo's 1st assist. But Yanissi was so smart on that play. She was lined up with the Windsor back line, and she went towards Grismilo to move the line in and give her more room over the top for that ball. And that made the difference. She was able to get it there before the goalie and put it in the net. Her team leading 4th goal of the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the field for the second half, your Wethersfield Eagles.
All right, so we are ready. The second 40 minutes are on the clock. Wethersfield on top, 3-0. Eagles in blue. They are going to be moving from left to right here in the second half toward the concession stand, scoreboard, flag, concourse. Windsor, the Warriors are in the white jerseys. They're going to go right to left. As we walk through those first half highlights, the first goal, 36-37 on the clock to give Wethersfield the 1-0 lead. Then at 33-21 was the Cruz goal that we just saw for the 2-0 advantage. And then the Yanissi goal at 29-43. So all 3 goals in the first 10 minutes, 17 seconds of this one. Yanissi with 2 in the back of the net. Cruz with a goal and an assist, and Grace Grismilo with the other assist for Wethersfield.
Eagles eager to start the second half off like they did the first, and they were offside there. But you could see Wethersfield looking for those balls that they saw a lot of in the first half. The forwards looking to get behind the Windsor defense, create some offense.
All right, so here we go. Eagles, center circle. Yanissi coming toward the near side. Tries to split defenders, does. Gets it to Aberley, slips away from her. This is Davis for Windsor. Gwen Grismilo now, nice ball, going ahead, and you can see Aberley looking. She's trying to check, see if she's onside. No call goes up. Nice tap. Yanissi plays it forward, and there's going to be the offside call, as it looked like O'Hay got a step ahead as the ball was distributed across the field.
Yeah, look, that was a great cross. I believe that was Aberley sending it in, and then Yanissi with just a little bit of a redirection. Unfortunately for O'Hay, she was ahead of the pack, but that was really nice ball movement by the Eagles.
Here is the boot from Rosario in net. Gets it ahead to Janiyah James. She's going to try to chase it down. Thigpen gets to it first, sends it back to Gianfrido. Gianfrido sends it out to the far side. Nice hustle for Windsor to take this one over. Number 10 is Norris, Aubrey Lynn Norris on the right side. Good defensive effort there by Wethersfield. Ball's going toward the sideline. Looks like we keep it in bounds. On that far side, the shrubs make for a very dark background on that far side in that northeast corner I think we've established. Here comes Gugliotti now, making a run. Pressure by Windsor. Ball's going to go back to the keeper.
I love how hard Gugliotti runs towards the ball, shoulder to shoulder, really leans into it. Physical player, and that was another great little flick from Yanissi to send her ahead.
O'Hay, Grismilo, Gwen Grismilo in the middle of the field, trying to keep the ball alive for Wethersfield. Good battle there by Yanissi, able to come out with it, gets it ahead to O'Hay. Makes another nice move to get around. Creates space, that's going to go in the middle, and there's a good run right up the middle by Gwen Grismilo. Good ball from O'Hay to try to lead her, but good play by Rosario in net for Windsor to get to it first. Emma Cruz now, Avery Schwed here near sideline. Sends it across the midline. Ball gets away from Aberley. Stays in bounds, though. Still in bounds. Rolling. Battle for it. Aberley gets to it. Let's see which way we go. That's going to go Wethersfield way on the throw. Windsor thought they had it, but going the other way, says the official. In Windsor tonight, we've got the last report we had in the out-of-town scoreboard is Gugliotti gets the ball inside the 18. Good turn there by Windsor. Yancey, cross into the 18, off the foot of Gugliotti. Windsor's going to clear. High ball toward the midline now. Going into the offensive half for the Warriors. Cruz and Thigpen are there for Wethersfield. And out of the scrum comes, looks like Chodorowski may have gotten to that ball. Here is Aberle down the right side. Good cross, looking for Gugliotti. That's going to get away from Wethersfield. Look at the hustle by O'Hay to keep that ball in bounds in that far corner. Sends it back. Yancey checks. She's got plenty of space. Going to settle this one, send it back. Out-of-town scoreboard just about 11 minutes ago in the first half at Windsor. Wethersfield boys, with their 6-1-2 record, are in a scoreless battle so far with the Windsor Warriors on the road tonight.
Second game of the season between those two, right? Wethersfield played them at home, I believe.
That is correct. We did call that game.
How soon you forget?
I do not remember the score right off the top of my head. We'll look that one up. There's a nice ball into the 18. Good tap, and that's saved by Rosario. Nice play as Gugliotti got a foot on it from the cross. We'll take a second look, maybe, in a minute. 35-22 on the clock here, second half. Wethersfield with that chance and the good save by Rosario in net. Generates a corner kick. Yancey's going to trot to that far corner. Let's see how the Eagles line this one up. Yancey in the corner, going to take the kick. She backs all the way up to the ropes. Here comes the right-footed ball. It's a line drive. Tapped by Windsor over the inline, so we'll do it all again from that far corner. It's just about 5 minutes into this second half. Wethersfield trying to add to the 3-0 lead. 34-47 on the clock as we tick down the second half. Corner kick coming. Yancey going to line it up for Wethersfield. Arm is up. Here we go. And this is a higher ball. Nice service. Headed by, or looked like maybe Gwen Grismilo got the header. And so we're at 34-18 and counting here, second half. As we recapped in the halftime show, Wethersfield with 3 goals early, basically the first 10 minutes of the game, got out to the comfortable 3-0 advantage. That's where we stand still. Rosario boots it out of the backfield. Gwen Grismilo got to it with the header. We've got a handball, looks like is the call. So Wethersfield now is going to have a free kick coming, as the ball will be right about the 20-yard line in the football markings, middle of the field. Melina Gugliotti is going to line up this free kick. Windsor with the wall right at the top of the 18, basically. They're going to take, that's a rarity, they're going to actually take a step forward. Most of the time players are trying to encroach too much and too close. But Gugliotti, left-footed player, is going to line this one up. Nobody in front of the net for Wethersfield. Here comes the kick. It goes toward the goal. It's going to go wide left. That was close and would have been right on goal if Gugliotti had been able to just center that a little bit more, but nice free kick.
Yeah, I'm really rooting for her, hoping she's able to put one in the back of the net. Every time we see her out there, she fights hard, she battles. Be good to see her put one in.
7 minutes gone here in the second half. Wethersfield on top of this one, 3-0 over CCC North. Challenger Windsor. Ball comes in for the Eagles. Into the offensive half we go. There's a left-footed ball toward the top of the arc. Aberle had a chance to turn that one. It goes just wide right. Nice save there by Rosario for Windsor.
And you get the feeling that Aberle with Yancey with 2 goals so far today, she'd rather have an assist than get her third one. She's been really unselfish here in the second half, looking to set up her teammates.
James popped it forward there, looking for Norris for Windsor. James again with the ball. She's shown some flashes up front. Had a shot early in the game. It went right at Gugliotti. Gugliotti able to save it. Unofficially, that may be Windsor's only shot on goal so far. That came in the first 5 minutes. Here's the throw. Booted ahead by Gwen Grismilo. Aberle chasing after it. Challenged by Noble. Noble has been a star. Solid all night defensively.
Yeah, physical shoulder there, knocking Aberle off the ball. Haberly was checking to see if she was onside instead of just jumping into the play.
And we've seen that a few times. She senses that she's close and holds up on the run, looking at the ref, taking an eye off the ball. That might have been.
That's going to be a
wow.
PK.
Let's see. No call on that one. There's Aberley with a right-footed ball, high and across. Got away there from St. Andrew. Here the ball's near the midline, and there's Rosario with a nice job to get that line drive. It was sent her way, boots it forward. James in the center circle. I have trouble with that sometimes. I got to find a better way to say the middle of the field. Wethersfield playing it forward. Now back to Emma Cruz. She takes the space on the attack of the Eagles. Tries to lay one through. Nice ball. Gugliotti is going to be whistled. Just a step off as we are 9 minutes into the second half. Beautiful look, though, from Cruz, trying to find Gugliotti down that left side.
Yeah, Cruz has done that all season long. Feed those balls ahead, let the forwards run onto it. Gugliotti, we're in the press box here. We don't always hear the whistle right away, so sometimes we're a second behind, man. We got excited because we thought that was going to be her best chance of the game.
Battle now here at the midline. Davis sends it forward. Cruz gets to it for Wethersfield. Back, Chodorowski now into the center circle. Good battle there with Norris. Chodorowski goes down. Windsor trying to turn the ball the other way, but there's a tap ahead by Schwed. Noble is going to chase down again. Booted out of there by Rosario. And down goes Gwen Grismilo, and that's going to draw a whistle. This will be a free kick, potentially dangerous opportunity lining up for Wethersfield. We're 10 minutes into the second half. So this ball, as Chodorowski moves it forward, is going to be right about the 21-yard line on the football marking, so 31 yards out. Four-player wall for Windsor right at the top of the 18. Wethersfield trying to line across the top of the 18 here. Here's the kick. Chodorowski fakes. She backs up, takes another one. It's going toward the net, into the arms of Rosario. That was a nice boot from Chodorowski as she tried to get that one past, but Rosario up to the test. 29-29 to go here in the second half. 3-0 is the Wethersfield lead over Windsor. St. Andrew chases the ball down, going one-on-one on that far side. Nice play by Windsor to keep it alive. St. Andrew still battling as we go toward the 18 on the far side. And St. Andrew able to stand up the attack, and the ball is going to get away from Windsor. Over the side it will go. We've got a throw coming for Wethersfield as we prepare for what we believe may be some special guests in the booth for the second half. It looks like we will have an appearance from the three senior captains on this year's team, Allie Shackner, Julia Daly, Caitlin Malarkey. As the ball goes toward the net, toward the inline, good defensive play by, looks like Noble again for Windsor, able to turn away the Wethersfield effort. Here's Gwen Grismilo here. Plays over to St. Andrew up from behind. Chips it ahead, into the 18 it goes. It's going to skip, and Rosario has been active. Wethersfield obviously with the 3 goals, but Rosario has kept a few more from getting in. As James goes down center circle, Cruz is going to get whistled for the infraction there. So we got a free kick right about the midline for Windsor as we now get our guests in the booth. Senior captains Julia Daly, Allie Shackner, and Caitlin Malarkey are going to join Tom McCarter here, and we'll have them talk to us about some of the action in the first half and the season so far.
Yeah, a bit of a different view up here, huh?
Yeah, you can see everything from up here.
Yeah, except when the lights are on, there's a little bit of a glare, and your numbers, the silver numbers, are pretty hard to read from a distance at night. All right, so look, you guys have not played in the game today, and Julia, I'll start with you. Who's one player that we really don't know yet? Somebody we haven't seen that much this season, but over the course of maybe the remainder of the season, the next couple of years, we're really, really going to be familiar with him.
Well, she's the one that I have is a senior. She got in last night against Canton when we were like losing at that point when she got in. Catherine St. Andrew, she played center and outside back last night, and she doesn't get a lot of minutes, but I think she did really well, and I think that Tony noted that and we'll probably utilize her more the rest of the season.
Good. Allie, how about you? Who's your player that Dave and Tom haven't really called her name a ton of times? And feel free, if there's an exciting play here, jump in on the play-by-play. and let us know who scored it or who did something exciting.
I would say tonight Emma Cruz has been doing pretty good. Her through balls have been on point, and she has a good vision in the game.
Yeah, yeah. You as a forward, you like those midfielders that play the ball
I like
through.
those balls through.
Yeah. She and Hobbs have done a great job of that all season long. Who has the better goal though this season? Cruz on that rocket or the Sapala one from last week?
I'd have to say Sapala.
That was pretty good. Okay.
I think Kendall Ab really, like in the next few years, she'll get more minutes. I think she's really fast up top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Next question. What is, and we can keep it with you. What is the best part of being on the girls' varsity team?
Gugliotti with a blast there, Tom, that goes over the goal. Milena Gugliotti with a blast. 25:58 to go here in the second half.
All right.
I think the best part of being on the team is the relationship we have with each other. I think especially this year we've been getting along really well.
Especially since it's our last year, like games like these, like against Hull in the Wind, it was nice to like come out, win a night game, and it's special because it's like your last ones.
Yeah, I think we all do a really good job like motivating each other and like encouraging each other, and it makes us like want to do well together and like makes the wins that are like close feel more like special because like we all had a part in a role in like achieving those big wins. And I think especially last night, like we did a good job not falling asleep or like getting down and we fell behind, which I think in past years like didn't always happen.
So let's build on that theme of not getting down. So a tough stretch before that Simsbury game, 3 straight losses. Then you come out against the defending Class L champions and get that 1-1 draw, which really seems to have now ignited this second portion of the season. What has changed from your viewpoint in terms of now how the team is looking at these games as we go forward?
I feel like us just knowing what it's like, knowing the feeling of them getting the last minute goal and losing or tying a game that we fought so hard to like get on the scoreboard, it's like we don't want to relive that feeling and we know how not to, so that's definitely one reason.
I think we've also like seen that we can play well, and when everybody is like connecting and everybody's heads in it, we are a really good team. So now that we've seen that, I think we want to do what we can to always play to that level and not like drop the bar from that level. And like she said, we don't want to feel like we did after like an East Catholic or like a Glastonbury again. Northwest again.
Northwest is number 1.
Yeah, because we like lost that last minute.
And we fought.
Yeah, Caitlin?
And we all, like now we have the goal of not losing in the last 5-10 minutes, since that was a theme in all of those games.
Yeah, definitely. So the boys have a senior night later this week. Dave, Thursday night. Is your senior night next week?
A week from Thursday.
Yep.
Okay.
next Thursday.
All right. So it's getting close. Who is, I'm assuming you're continuing the tradition, who is introducing you? Have you guys decided that
Alana
yet?
Burnell is.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think she's going to say about you, Allie?
Um,
And keep it clean. People are listening.
She's probably just going to talk about how we've always been friends, and me and her always, like, I mean, we play up top together, like, we connect well, we play well together. Probably going to talk about the relationship on and off the field like that.
Julia?
Bella's writing my speech, and I think that we've always played defense together, like, since she was a freshman and I was a sophomore. Like, we've always been playing together. We've always, like, connected pretty well. So I hope she has some positive things to say.
I am sure she will.
Caleb Bonfiglio was writing my speech, and we definitely got closer this past season, so I think she'll talk about that. Hope she has all good things to say.
I think you had me almost in tears when you introduced your sister last year.
Yes, I was crying last year introducing my sister.
Oh, and here's Wethersfield with a chance.
Opportunity coming down the right side, and a nice save from Rosario.
Ooh, missed it.
Look at
Oh, man.
Another great
Oh, hey!
One of the questions that we ask for a lot of times for the...
I think we've got new announcers. This is great. This is great.
Too bad we can't take their place on the field. The team would suffer immediately. One of the questions that we usually ask for the end of year video, we'll give you guys a little bit of a preview for it as Wethersfield comes down this left side. Well, good cross.
Oh, there's Gugliotti, and it's going to go right at Rosario again. She has been active in the second half. Senior keeper Olivia Rosario, all-conference last season. Looks like she may be on her way to all-conference again this year after this game.
And Gugliotti's had some really good chances. She's so close to putting one in the back of the net. All right, so back onto the players. Who has been the most influential person in your soccer career? Allie, we'll start with you.
I would say probably my dad, because he's been there for like the ups and downs, and when I'm upset, he doesn't just get on me and be like, you need this, this, and this better. Like, he understands what it's like to be disappointed and how it feels, like how it's difficult to come back from not even like a disappointing loss, but like the mental disappointment that comes with it.
Caitlin?
I would also say my dad, because he coached our travel team when we were younger. So he was there all in the beginning, and now he comes to everything, and he's always there to tell me what to do and to help me out.
Julia?
I would say my brother, because like even now that he's at school this year, like he still always texts me before games and like checks up on me and always wants what's best for me and has always like kind of pushed me to be better. And yeah, I would say he's influenced me a lot.
All right.
About like how hard he works with his sport too. Like it's kind of shadowed down onto me.
Is he watching now?
He may be. I'm not sure.
Give him a shout out. Now, we'll put you on the spot. Do you, anybody want to try play-by-play and announce it? Dave will take a seat if you.
I'll try it.
All right, here you go. Do you need the rosters? I'm sure you're good. Step up here, get a good view.
Caitlin, come here.
Okay, we're tapping in.
Okay. Hey, guys. Gwen getting the ball.
Oh, quick throw down the line to Aberly.
Aberly turning down the line.
Looking in the
Looking
box
for a
for a
cross.
cross. She gets the
Oh,
cross.
what a
Cross
cross!
off. Oh, no one's on the end of it. Oh,
Catherine
here comes Catherine.
with a good chip. Oh,
Windsor controls it out of the back.
Gwen fighting back for that ball.
Good step by Emma Cruz. Looking through, maybe. Yes,
What a
to
cross.
Melena.
Almost breaks through that last
Deflected
defender.
by Windsor. The keeper, Olivia, scoops up the ball looking for a long punt.
Keep going, you're doing great.
A punt coming down to Catherine's. Is that Catherine? Yeah, Catherine.
I am so glad it's not just me.
Catherine's going up the line with the ball looking for a pass. Doesn't
Looks
quite
for
make it to Melena Gugliotti.
Every once in a while you can work in how much time is left on the clock and to help people.
There's 19:07 left. Wethersfield is still leading by 3.
Haven't put a shot in this half.
3 in the first half.
Who's the most likely player to put one in?
It's looking like... Not exactly sure. There's Kendall with the ball at the top of the 18. Oh, taken away by 2 Windsors.
Good step by Gabby Girardi. Oh. Good step by Emma Chadarowski. Looks like Melena's going to try and take
Melena's
it.
in a little bit of a battle. Oh, foul
Foul.
called against Melena.
Now, Gugliotti seems like she's a really tough player. She's physical, she's hustling. Is she a handful when you play against her in practice?
Yeah, I think she brings the same intensity to practice as to games.
It does hurt when she hits you, though.
Yes. Yeah, off the chest of Gwen.
Good
Good step.
step. Seems we're
Windsor
struggling in
plays
the
the ball
middle.
through. Looks like number 4 turns down the line.
Claire O'Hay, good step.
And now
Deflects
when Windsor's
off.
making a substitution, you got to lay out for Luke to announce it. Hold on.
And Luke may need a minute here.
You can keep going.
Yeah, Windsor happens to have a lot of good track athletes on this team, so they are a pretty fast team.
Yeah, they're very fast and athletic, and they have some...
Good step. Number 4 has, I don't know her name, but
Janiyah Jane.
Janiyah
Janiyah
James has
Jane.
been on the ball a lot and put a lot of pressure on the ball.
good speed.
Now in the game for Windsor, number 2, Anavi Michaud.
Is there any difference for you guys having the bench on the other side? Does it change the game at all, not being in front of the fans?
Yes.
Yeah.
I definitely like it better with the fans. Like, I feel like I'm trying to win more. I
It
don't
feels
know.
more exciting when they're behind.
Yeah.
Oh, good through ball to Melena.
Seems like Melena.
See if he can get a touch. Oh! Aberly skies it over the goal. Looked like that one was in, but it happens.
She cleared that.
Looked like it was going to be an own goal. It's okay. There's
So, Caitlin Malarkey, how do you feel that you had the game winner? Tie.
Always the game winner, Colin.
Yes, I was definitely really excited. First goal of my senior year.
more to come.
Yes, hopefully.
Avery Swed taking the ball up the line to Emma Cruz.
Emma Cruz looks through.
Great ball.
Oh,
Great
good
ball
ball.
to Melina.
Great
She's
through
one-on-one. Oh, a little bit wide.
A little bit wide. Should have
Just
taken
to
a
the
touch.
right. Maybe she had time for a touch. Now another substitution for Windsor.
Allie, does it make a difference when you know you're on the field with someone like Cruz who loves to play those balls ahead? Are you ready to time your runs, stay on
Yes,
sides? 'Cause
I
you know what's
definitely
coming?
feel like with other midfielders that I know aren't as well with getting it through, I definitely feel like more active in the game. Like I'm looking for those runs, and when I get through, like I feel like more involved.
Now in the game for Windsor, number 10, Aubrey Lynn Norris.
This one's going in.
Melina
feel it.
sets up a free kick about 30 yards out on the 20-yard line.
Just looking to pass this
Oh,
one.
she plays short to Avery Swed.
Avery Swed
Avery
down the
plays
line.
it through to
Good ball.
Back to Avery. Back to Gwen.
They need to break this
Back to
last
Avery.
line. To Emma
Good
Cruz.
patience here. Emma.
Ooh. Oh my God. Almost.
Not by Emma.
Almost another banger.
A nice catch by the keeper.
Dave, you go to the concession stand if you want. Get some pizza.
We're taking over from now on.
You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, that's the only problem though, is the swap doesn't work well for the team.
Yeah.
We do not run well.
Well, they can help out with the boys' game. Boys are scoreless at half is the last update we've got.
That's the last we saw from the out-of-town
They're playing Windsor
scoreboard.
2 tonight, right?
Correct. Correct.
Ooh, good turn by Claire. Ball through, looking for
Good
Kendall.
ball. Kendall can use
Kendall
her speed on
chase.
this one.
That was a good ball through. Kendall picks up a quick throw.
Ball's bouncing over Gabby Girardi's head, but
She gives fight and
good.
still there.
Handball.
Handball. Windsor's way.
I thought we were going to get a PK on a handball
Yeah, I
earlier,
did
but
see that.
ref let that one go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Emma Cruz is on defense right now.
Center back.
Yeah, Emma and Rosie are on
Catherine
defense.
is a good player to do on the outside because she has that speed to be able to bring it up the field.
Yeah.
But look, we don't want you to get in trouble for being late to the post-game meeting. We really thank you for joining us in the booth. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you for having us.
You're very welcome, and good luck the rest of the season.
All right, we thank this year's captains, Julia Daly, Allie Schachner, Caitlin Malarkey, for giving some time today in this one. They're getting some rest in the back-to-back as Wethersfield played yesterday and then again tonight. So able to join us, give us a little perspective that we don't typically get here in the press box, a little inside the huddle. And not half bad at the play-by-play, I got to say.
Yeah, I thought we'd let them do it, and they'd make us look good, and that kind of backfired right away.
Yeah, not hard to outperform what we have here on our broadcast, as we got a collision there in the backfield for Wethersfield. So it'll be a free kick for Windsor. We've got 12:45 to go here in the second half. Wethersfield scored 3 in the first little over 10 minutes of the game, and that is where we stand. 3-0 Eagles lead. Melina Gugliotti, though, chasing after this one. She might split 3 defenders. Down goes a Windsor player. We've got a whistle which way we're going to go, and that'll go Windsor's way. Noble again. She has been the active player on the defensive end for Windsor tonight. She got the better of that collision, wins the free kick for the Warriors. Down the far side, it goes over the sideline in front of their bench. As we're just about to the 12-minute mark here in the second half. And Tom, I don't know if you picked up on this. We got a new term we can work into the broadcasts. The Emma Cruz goal in the first half was referred to as a banger.
Yeah, that was quite the shot.
And nice play by Aberley. Looks like that might have been a little bit off the forearm, so it'll go to Windsor here, 11:38 and counting, as Wethersfield is going to come out of this 8-day stretch, 4 games, and they're going to be unbeaten across this 4-game stretch. What a turnaround for the Eagles, coming out of a 3-game losing streak. They go on the road to Simsbury, battle, have the lead late in the game against the defending Class L champs, the Trojans of Simsbury. Wethersfield comes out of that one a week ago tonight with a 1-1 draw, and that has propelled the Eagles forward. This is going to be the 3rd straight win now as we get an offside call on Aberley on the play down the right side. 11 minutes to go here in the ball game. 3-0 Eagles lead. This one will push Wethersfield to 5-3-1 on the year, which means the next win will guarantee a spot in the Class L tournament. The ball in the center circle now. Windsor trying to play forward, trying to keep Wethersfield from recording the 3rd clean sheet of this season, and the 2nd of this week, as they also had one against Tolland back on Friday night. Seems like a lifetime ago, Friday night, as we've had 2 games in between that span. Ball played ahead by Aberley. Inside the 18, able to pull it back. Going to send it all the way back here. This is Avery Schwed. Down the side, trying to find Aberley, but it's cleared over the sideline by Windsor, so we have a throw coming. And again, we'll give, as we always like to do, a second half nod to PA announcer, WHS senior Luke Kraut. And also on camera for us tonight, we've got Allison Montez and Lena Rodriguez bringing you all the action, as without that and without good shots of the action, we don't get very good replays. And special thanks, folks, if you have enjoyed the replays and all of the wizardry that we have brought to the broadcast this season. Big thanks to Tom McCarter for a lot of work. They say that a good soccer season is really made in the off season, and Tom put in his work this off season to really enhance the quality of what we're doing here, and we are grateful for that. Hopefully you are as well. Windsor trying to play out of the back, and Norris got to it. Davis now going to try to split defenders. Good job by Wethersfield. James plays back to Davis. Wethersfield defends at the midline. Nice job by Gwen Grismilo. Avery Schwed plays it up ahead. Aberley taps it back to Gwen Grismilo. Through ball, nicely done. We've got Chodorowski coming down the right side. She may have an opportunity. Lays it off for Aberley. Right-footed ball is going to go wide right. Nice idea, though. A great through ball to get that play started.
Yeah, I think Aberley was looking to slide that one back door for Gugliotti, making that run. Just went off the outside of her foot for a goal kick.
Tom, we have not checked the, or maybe you have. Have we had any comments in the chat section of the broadcast tonight?
Yeah, good question.
Have we had confirmation that we're actually on the air? People, no, we do know people are seeing us. We appreciate the Contreras reaching out, watching tonight's broadcast. 8:10 to go. Second half, 3-0. Wethersfield. Here's Gwen Grismilo now, top of the arc, pulls it back, still on her foot. Tries to make the cutback. Good touch. Grismilo again, inside the 18, lays it off. Ball going toward the net. That goes wide right. Nice shot opportunity over there. Looks like that was Claire O'Hay.
While not verified in the comments, Wethersfield down 1-0 versus Windsor, 30 to go.
All right, so that's our latest on the out-of-town scoreboard. Wethersfield boys trailing at Windsor 1-0. Did we have our research team look up the score from the first matchup against Windsor?
Yeah,
we may have it here.
I can get that for you. That was a 3-1 Wethersfield win.
And that was boys hosting Windsor.
September 6th.
Back early in the season. We go down the left side. Chodorowski has had some opportunities. One on the right, that one on the left. That goes over the inline. Corner kick coming. And Chodorowski's going to scoop it up, and she will go to the far corner. Under 7 minutes to go now. Second half, Wethersfield hanging on to the 3-0 lead. Here's the kick. High, nice service in toward the 18. Gets past Aberly. Schwed's going to get to it. She'll cross toward the goal. It's going to go wide right behind the goal.
I love the positioning that Swed was in. You know, a lot of times those balls sail and pop through, and she was right there to send it right back in. Just happened to go wide.
And just a check of the schedule, we are back. Our next live stream will be Thursday night, October 3rd, under the lights here at Catone. That is senior night for the varsity boys. And we've got Luke with some announcements.
Now the game for Windsor number 12, Melina Cruz.
So Thursday night, 6 o'clock, boys senior night. That's our next live stream. We, I believe, will try to get on the air and bring you the pregame ceremonies, which will start about 5:15 if you're planning to come out for that one. Under 6 minutes to go here, and we're going to have highlights of all 3 goals to this point as that goes over the head of Claire O'Hay. Wethersfield keeps it alive. It's inside the 18 on the left. It gets away from Windsor and over the inline, so that will be a corner coming for Wethersfield. Far corner, 5:31 to go. Again, stick around just for a minute or two after the game. We'll bring you highlights of all the goals, recap the action here. We'll also see what we can do to get more updates from that boys outing at Windsor. Last we had, our unofficial tally was Wethersfield trailing on the boys' side at Windsor tonight, 1-0 in the second half of that one. We'll do our best to try to get an update before we go off the air. But again, boys are home Thursday night, senior night. Girls' senior night is a week from Thursday as Gugliotti sends one into the back of the net. That is the 4th goal for Wethersfield. Melina Gugliotti gets her first of the season. 4:48 on the clock, 4-0 Wethersfield.
Yeah, great job by Gugliotti. We've been talking about her all day, being due and having some good chances. Got that one in the middle of the field and put it home. Wethersfield up 4-0.
So Wethersfield on top, 4-0 in this one. We've got the announcement coming from Luke Kraut.
Eagles goal scored by number 10, Melina Gugliotti.
And the sounds of vuvuzelas out there. We got another announcement from Luke.
And in the game for Windsor number 2, Anita Michaud, and number 13, Malaya Turner.
Start the clock.
Sorry.
And as Aberly comes down the side, that ball cross gets through. There's a tap, and that's wide right. Wethersfield not able to get that one going. With that 4th goal, that is the highest offensive output for the Eagles this season. It tops their 3 goals that they had in the season opener, that 3-2 win over Southington. So 4 on the board here. Here comes Chodorowski. Nice ball played ahead. Can Aberly get to it? And she won't before it goes over the inline. So Gugliotti adds her name to the ledger, gets on the board. First one of the second half for Wethersfield, 4th one of the game. Her first of the season. 2 goals from Yancey, 1 from Cruz. Cruz also with an assist on the first goal of the game. Grace Grismilo with an assist in the first half as well. O'Hay plays the ball ahead. Gugliotti looking for more. She crosses to Aberly. Aberly's inside the 18, right side. Pulls it back, just outside the 18 now. Plays backward to Avery Schwed. Pressured by Davis. Tapped over to Girardi. Gabby Girardi and Rosie Thigpen both getting their first varsity action of the season here. We've got a substitution into the game for Windsor. We're showing 3:23 on the clock. It'll be a little bit less as we're trying to keep everything together here. And sometimes, the batting average is still pretty good when you look at everything we've got going on here in the press box. That ball played ahead. Looks like a forearm there. Call against Davis for Windsor, so Emma Cruz is going to line it right on this 30-yard marker on the near side. Quick short ball played ahead to Schwed. And in toward, deflected there. Cruz going to get to it. Nice battle again from Noble. Here's Davis. Top of the arc. Chodorowski, ball batted around. Girardi gets to it. Chodorowski has it. Pokes it ahead. Davis now for Windsor. Windsor trying to play out of the back. Chodorowski battles. Takes it away from Davis. Davis, though, gets the turn. Looks for Norris. Here's Gwen Grismilo for Wethersfield. Norris comes out of there with it for Windsor. Tapped ahead by Girardi for Wethersfield. Still in the offensive half for the Eagles. Turn now, Grismilo to Aberley. Quick touch back. Looking for Grismilo down the middle. Windsor comes out of there with it. Here is Davis. To Norris. Into the center circle we go. Toward the midline and across into the offensive half. A nice turn from Claro. Hey, wins the ball back for Wethersfield. Pulls it back on her left foot. Switches fields. Now down the middle. Plays a through ball. Gugliotti on her horse after this one. And look at Noble for Windsor. Going to get there first. She has to clear it over the side, though. So we got a deep throw for Wethersfield as we're under 2 minutes to go now. 1:47 and counting. Maybe a little bit less. 4-0 with Wethersfield on top. Deep throw in the attacking portion of the field, far side for Wethersfield. Again, stay with us right after the game. We'll get you caught up on all the highlights from this one. Hopefully an update on that boys' score. Wethersfield boys, only one loss of the season, but they were down as far as we know from our last update. So see if they can make the comeback.
2-0.
2-0 now. Wethersfield trailing at Windsor on the boys' side. Here's Aberley on the girls' side. Sends one toward the goal. Just not able to get fully turned on that one as we approach the 1 minute mark. Aberley sent that wide right. And here is the 1 minute warning.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
Maybe a little less.
So some amount of time. This is like a real soccer game. We don't know exactly when they're going to call it. Except instead of extra time, it's just going to be less time. Surprise ending to this one as we go over the sideline. Good night for Wethersfield. A lot of field time for some players who had not seen the pitch as much. They made a great showing. Eagles are going to come out with a 4-0 win. We, again, are grateful to the senior captains for joining us for a portion of the second half. Julia Daly, Caitlin Malarkey, Allie Shackner, threatening to take away the play-by-play duties from us and after their careers are over. They have been part of really a great run. That ball's ahead, and
Offside.
it's got to be an offside. But look at Rosario come all the way out. Nice play. She did not give up on the play, and we're going to wind this one down. That's going to be the horn, folks. Wethersfield improves to 5-3-1. This 8-day stretch with 4 games, they tie the first one against Simsbury, and now 3 straight victories, snapping out of a 3-game losing streak. Again, we thank Allison Montez and Lena Rodriguez for helping us on the camera duties tonight, and we are ready to throw it over to Tom McCarter to take us through the highlights from this one.
Yeah, Wethersfield got active early on. You've got Swed up here, plays a nice ball up the sideline to Cruz, using the width of the field. Cruz serves it in, and Yanissi just redirects it. Yanissi's 3rd of the season, Cruz's 1st assist on the year. That gave Wethersfield a 1-0 lead. And then a few minutes later, Windsor, goalie has the ball, throws it out. Look at Cruz.
With a 4-0 shutout by goalie Gianna Gianfrido, the Eagles win!
And Cruz puts the ball under the crossbar. Her first goal of the season. That one was unassisted. The Eagles are up 2-0. And still before the 10-minute mark, Grace Grismilo with a free kick puts it over the top perfectly with enough space for Yanissi to get there. Kept the goalie at bay. Yanissi with such a calm finish there. Her 4th of the season, 2nd of the game. Grismilo's 1st assist. And then what you just saw a couple of minutes ago in the second half, Windsor goal kick. Bounces around a little bit. Looks like Emma Chodorowski gets her foot on it. Plays it to Gugliotti, who's physical right down the middle and just plays it in that lower left corner. 4-0 Eagles, and that's how we finish.
And so, Tom, we look back at this one. Good effort, some noticeable efforts on the Windsor side. Keeper Olivia Rosario, senior all-conference performer last year, looks headed for that same designation this season. Really active, coming off her line, and really did a nice job keeping the score where it was. Also, defensively, number 16, Esme Noble, very active, coming down the side, challenged Wethersfield's attackers all night long. And then up front, number 4, Janiah James tried to create some opportunities, got a chance early. That was the only shot on goal that we had for Windsor in this one. Wethersfield comes out on top 4-0. Coach Tony Leone's squad is now 5-3-1 on the year and looking to keep the momentum going. We'll be back with another live stream Thursday night, 5:15 senior night ceremonies for the Wethersfield boys, 6 o'clock kickoff in that one against New Britain. For PA announcer Luke Kraut, producer, director, analyst Tom McCarter, camera operators Lena Rodriguez and Allison Montez, I'm Dave Gustafson. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you Thursday night.